What's up, guys? Today we're out here with the Syma X8SW, sent to me courtesy of GearBest.com. Thanks to GearBest for sending me this one for review. This one is a large altitude hold Wi-Fi quadcopter, even has an SD card in there, links up with your phone. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we have our X8SW, has a very nice camera on it, Wi-Fi, and it also has an SD card slot back here, and this is gonna be your 4GB micro SD card. And it just plugs right in here, and it kind of like slides in. There's a button here, so it just comes off very easily. And while I'm doing that, I'll just show you these legs come off super easy. You just push this little red plastic piece in, and they slide in and out. Very easy if you just wanted to fly this for fun without a camera. Not sure this is the exact quad to do that with, but you can do it if you want to. Battery slides in back here, and you got your power button up here. Let's just attach this camera again. And goes in like this, and then it just plugs in underneath. Did have one decent crash with this where, I don't know, it was doing something weird where it kind of just wanted to fly away on me, and luckily it hit some trees in my backyard, and the camera kind of popped off in that crash. So be aware, if you do crash, the camera can come loose. Haven't had any issues with it since then, so I'm not sure if it just picked up some sort of Wi-Fi signal or what happened there. You got your proprietary battery, and it's kind of modeled after like a DJI Phantom type of deal. It has this like balance plug here. I think you probably could find a way to charge this with a hobby grade charger if you have the right cable, but it does come with an included cable. It takes about an hour and a half to charge the battery up, and then it just slides in there like that, and it's got this red button you push when you want to pull it out. So pretty straightforward stuff. You got your transmitter, and these two buttons over here are your photo and video buttons, and I can never remember which one is which. I think this one is the photo and this is the video. This one I believe is the auto start and auto stop, auto land and auto takeoff, and this one is the flips and rolls button, or vice versa. We'll firm that up when we get in the air. There are a couple different ways of starting it. As I said, one of these buttons will do it. You can go both down and in like this, or I think you can just go up like that and it'll start it. And also stopping it, you can hold it down for 3 seconds and that will stop it. You can hold both down and in, that will also stop it. And then there's the auto land button. You got your Wi-Fi cell phone holder clip here, almost like the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. So why don't we link up here. First I'm gonna turn this guy on. You gotta hold the button down. It'll start flashing. Turn your transmitter on. Give it the up down, and we should be bound there. And now set that down for a second, and I'm going to, it should auto connect because I have connected to this before. There we go, connecting. So let's go into our app here, and the app for this one is the Syma FPV. I believe there's also a Syma Go app, which is for a different quad, but the app seems very similar. So I'm not sure if that'll work or not with the other one. So we got Wi-Fi signal right now. I have in the past had issues with the screen just going completely white. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I'm gonna start. Okay, so this back button is your photo button. This one's your video button, and that's gonna beep twice when you do it. Also, there's 2 rates on here, and you push your pitch and roll stick in to cycle through them. So I'm also gonna start recording here, recording on the camera and on the phone, and believe it's this one's the auto. Yep. So that's gonna bring it up to a certain height, and it's gonna sit there. Pretty stable flyer, not much of a wind. Getting a little bit of a drift that way. That might be just a slight, there's just a slight breeze out today. So let's fly it around just a little bit. And the other thing is, I believe that my battery is fully charged. But there is a possibility that I forgot to charge it. So this is a nice little stable flyer. And I don't believe this has like the one-axis gimbal on it, but sometimes it seems like it does. But the angle is slightly down. You can kind of adjust that a little bit, but not while the quad is in the air. So as you can see, nice smooth flyer. And it's been fairly reliable except for the one little issue I had with it where it kind of took off on me. But I was flying that in more of a neighborhood where, you know, you might get cross some Wi-Fi signals, maybe the Wi-Fi signal from my house. Look at that, I mean, it's just sitting up there. Real stable flyer. This one is gonna draw comparisons to the WL Toys Q303, very similar size. And I've had a few people, I posted an Instagram post with this quad, picture of this quad anyway, and I got a few questions on there already how it compares to the Q303. And overall, I like the Q303 better. It has the wide angle lens on it and the one axis gimbal and the 5.8 gigahertz FPV. But this one's not bad also. This is gonna appeal to those of you that wanna be able to link up to your smart device and maybe share videos and whatnot on social media. I think that's kind of how they're gearing this one. So we're getting a little bit of drift towards the light pole there, so let's get away from there. And we're in the low rate here, barely any wind out, so it's flying around nice. Just a slight breeze every now and again. And this one's a nice flyer. I mean, it's flying around real smooth. Most of the Syma quads I've had have been very good flyers. Actually, I can't think of a Syma quad I'm not a huge fan of. I did have one flyaway with the, what is it, the X8SW or something like that. But that might have been a wind issue and not a quad issue because it was a fairly windy day out and I was at the end of my battery cycle. So right now the FPV's transmission's coming in real good here. I have had a few issues where this screen just went completely white, and I'm assuming that just means it lost its link with the smart device. This is a Samsung Galaxy S5 I am running here, and while we got it in the air, let's give it a little flip. Not the best flips with this one. Let's bring it in closer and do a few more. Has the altitude hold, nice barometer on here, so let's bring it right in here and do a flip. So it gives itself a lot of altitude, and then it has a little bit of trouble recovering from the flips. Do another one. Forward flip. I mean, they're not terrible, but this is a large quad and not the most agile. So let's go into the second rate. So I'm just gonna push this button, or that stick right in, and that's gonna bring us into the second rate. Whoops, almost hit the bleachers. And you know, it flies much more aggressive here in this second rate. This one can fight a little bit of wind, but I wouldn't bring it out on too windy of a day. So I mean, it gets pretty aggressive. The barometer seems to work pretty well in there. Losing a little bit of altitude there, but then it kind of corrects itself. And you know, here we are flying super stable here, getting maybe just a slight breeze pushing it back. And I got snowmobiler when there's no snow, dude. Hey, dude, there's no snow out right now. Supposed to get a storm tomorrow, but right now, man, You're riding a snowmobile on grass, dude. I don't know what he's doing anyway. So not really, you can't really funnel this guy. Maybe a little bit, you know, not great stuff. And the barometer's getting all sorts of confused there. So, actually I'm giving it input right now and it doesn't want to go up. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm gonna stop my video right now, and I think I might be, is that LVC? Doesn't want to go up, but it's not really going down. Let me try landing it. So I'm gonna hit that button on the top there, and hopefully that lands. This one does take quite a while to land, I have noticed that. And I wish this one had like a kill switch. See, look at how long this is taking to land. Bouncity, bouncity, bouncity. It's like a rabbit bouncing around the ground there. So that's not the best. And that's the other thing, is this one flips over. Not the best there. And I've had that happen a few times. Did I stop this video? I did not. So that's about a 6-minute flight. And this one says about 9-minute flights it's getting, but I did have the battery kind of sitting in my car all day, and it is very cold out. It may not look it, I don't know, but it is very cold out in the teens here, so probably ate away at some of the battery and, you know, doing those flips and stuff. 8 or 9 minutes is gonna be best case scenario with this quad. So as you saw, a little bit of trouble landing there, and that's happened to me a few times. So it's difficult to land this one without flipping it over. I will say that about it. But as far as the flight, not a bad flyer. Flies fairly aggressive in the upper rates, and really it just flies nice. This is meant to be, you know, a camera quad. So it's not like you're going to, I guess this isn't super adjustable. So this guy's out riding his snowmobile on the grass. I'm sure the town park loves that. There's actually a sign on the park that says no motorized vehicles. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So back to the X8 here. So this one doesn't seem to move too much. I'm not sure. I don't think it really has like a gimbal on it. It's just kind of in a fixed position. And then it is kind of hard to see your LVC in the daylight. Nighttime, these would light right up, no problem. So there's a little bit of an issue knowing when you're landing, and also when you're recording, the LEDs flash the whole time. And I understand why they're doing that, where you can see that you're recording when it's up in the air, but it's also, then you don't know when your battery's going. So it's kind of a catch-22 there. But overall, I'm a fan of the X8SW here. And yeah, if you're interested, I'll definitely have it linked in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video with the X8SW here from Syma. Pretty big fan of the Syma quads. This one has a few little bugs, but seems to perform okay in most situations. So if you're interested, I'll have it linked in the description. Thanks again to GearBest for sending me this one for review. And if I missed anything with the Syma here, or if you have any questions at all, hit me up in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Till the next one, happy flying and try not to crash and burn.